Hello, everyone, this is Favorite Goodbye back to another video, and tonight we're going to be looking at the Transformers PowerCore combiners Sledge with a Throttler? Yeah, Throttler. So, before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below which the video. What else would you like to see in a video? So, onto the figures themselves. So here we have Sledge in his, and this is according to the TF Wiki that I am reading off of, a rock wheel trencher construction vehicle with a spinning saw blade. That is a mouthful, but shout out to TF Wiki for that, so thank you so much. And here we have a Throttler, who is a very nice shade of purple clear plastic minicon. So let's take a quick look at him real quick. So focus, thank you. You get some nice silver for the face, black for, this is actually painted, the top of his helmet is painted. And you get some nice detail, especially like the toes right down here. He does actually have some molded in hands. So, yeah, not too shabby of a minicon. Definitely one of the better PCC minicons, in my opinion. But as far as articulation, the arms can do a full 360, move in and out. The elbows are in the ball joint, so you get the full 90 degrees along with the rotation. You get ball joint at the hip, so forward all the way, back all the way. You get thigh rotation at above the knee, and you get a 180 knee bend. So not too shabby of a minicon. So he does have issues standing. You have to have his legs almost perfectly straight, which sucks. I'm gonna set him off to the side right now. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have him next to my personal favorite of the PCC minicons. I just forget his name. Came with Ice Pick, so Chainsaw, I think. Yeah, I think this one's Chainsaw. They have so many names. But yeah. So to get him into his drill mode, you just want to go ahead and put the arms back, just straight back. They will not really interconnect, just get them lined up. Turn the feet 180 and rotate them outwards. Rotate out and all that. Plug them together. And then just kind of collapse all this up and get it just somewhat tabbed together. It doesn't hold super well, but it holds well enough. And there you have him in drill mode. So bringing in Sledge, you just want to go ahead and attach it via the minicom port. So plug that on, there we go. And now Sledge has a drill that can actually rotate. That's a very nice little touch that they didn't have to do, but they did. So, but onto Sledge. So here we have him in his mouthful vehicle mode. So close up on that detail. Focus, thank you. Get some nice silver for the cockpit area windows. The saw blade done in a very nice silver and spins super freely. Get some nice detailing up in here. Even the scoops got like paint, what is it now? Airbrushing, thank you. Get some nice airbrushing in there. You get some lovely detail in here as well. Even like the treads are done nicely. He does have the cast wheels, so he rolls. But going down the body, we don't talk about up here. But going down the body, you get the nice con logo and the scoop, and even this one has the airbrushing as well. So, and yes, the PCC pegs are sticking out like a sore thumb. But oh well. But anyways, for articulation for this guy, if you hold down right here, this can move up and down. The arm bucket is on a ball joint here, hinge here, and a hinge here, so you can get all sorts of movement. And that's about it. So for a real quick size comparison, here we have Steam Hammer, or as y'all for some reason like to call him Steamed Ham. I don't get the joke or something. I'm missing some context here. Other than his name is close enough to that. Maybe that's the context. So, but next we have my personal favorite, Heavy Tread. This is the best PCC torso, in my opinion, hands down. Don't at me. So, with a close second of the bombshell, bomb shock, whatever mold, that one's pretty good too. So there's that. So I think that is about it for the alt mode. So let's get down to transformation. So I'm going to remove the minicon and let's get started. So first things first, unfold down these sections and bring out the feet. Then you want to raise up the camera. Go ahead and split the bucket. Split everything down the middle. Raises up and it tabs in. Raise up, tab in, straighten out the legs. You will kind of have to fiddle with them a little bit, but not to a frustrating degree. Well, you don't want to tab this arm in just yet. Go ahead and flip this piece out all the way and rotate this all the way around. Then you go ahead and flip that back, tab in the arm, bring the arm down, rotate it at the shoulder, while also rotating at the elbow. So there you want it like that. Then just, tab that in, get this all sorted, do the same thing for this side, get that tapped in, rotate that, and then finally come to the head and push on these bits to reveal his head. And there you have Sledge in robot mode. And it's a very clean, definitely backpack-free alt mode. So, not too shabby, I guess. But close up on that face sculpt. That is a face sculpt only a mother could love. I don't know what mother could love this, but hey, my mother can love that, apparently. So, not too bad, I guess, of a head sculpt. Reminds me of Bludgeoned a little bit. But going down the body, you get some nice purple right here. You even get it on this side as well, even though it is covered up, which is, they didn't have to do that. Some nice silver right down here. And then pretty much everything else is what we've seen in the vehicle mode. So, for the articulation, the head can do a full 360, can look up and down a little bit. Arms on a ball joint, so you get the full 360, can move them out a little bit if you work around the bucket. You get only backwards rotation. If you try to move it forward, you are going to pop off his bicep. But don't worry, the arms have you covered because they're on a ball joint, so you get the 90-degree of elbow bend along with the rotation. Going down to the waist area, the legs can move forward that far, back that far. You get a well over 90-degree of knee bend, and the feet can. Let me see if the side's a little. I forget which side is the stiffest. You get some rotation along with the feet moving up and down, and you can use the PCC peg as needed for support. So there is that. Now, the Minicon can do one of technically three things. You can come back here. There is ports on the back of his arm. So if you wanted to, you could have him, be an underslung drill weapon. Or, and this is the lamest way to use a Minicon, just stick him up on his shoulder as a giant drill weapon. Or there is one other way. So you just want to get the arms up and then just kind of splay the legs out, kind of get them however you'd like. Then you just want to take this section and fold it all the way out and around, kind of push this piece back a little bit so you can get this tabbed in, and then just kind of plug him on there right there, and then finally just take his arms and make it look like he's hugging him. Very weirdly though. And then just turn these however you'd like. I kind of like leaving them something like this. And that's a okay powered up mode. Not the best power up mode. I think I give that to Caliburst, the one that came with Huffer. So, but this one's me. But anyways, for a real quick size comparison, here we have Steam Hammer or Steamed Hams. So, and he gets pretty decently tall, or he's just really short. Maybe he's the construction manager and he's the actual, construction person. So, there's that. And here we have Heavy Tread. So, not too shabby, I guess. So, but just like with all the other PCC figures, he can form a torso. So you want to start by removing that, throttle, set him off to the side, return this to its normal state. I said return to normal state, thank you. And let's get started. So first things first, you want to take at this where the purple it meets the yellow, rotate that up, then take the arms, just rotate them around. And I personally also like to rotate at the elbow, rotate it down, and then just kind of flip this piece down. Take the legs, kind of bring them out, and just, do something like this. Then rotate the foot, flip down the peg, and almost ready to go. So do the same thing for this side. Rotate, 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 flip down, flip this out, kind of get this in a straight-ish position. So just kind of more or less just get the legs how you would like them to fit. So let's see. Come on. Come on. Work with me here, please. There we go. Okay. But regardless, you wanted something like that. Then just rotate the foot, flip it up, flip this piece down, and then finally rotate around the head and squeeze the plates. And there you have the combine mode head. So real quick, we're going to look at the head sculpt. Focus, thank you. Very nice head sculpt. Kind of bland, kind of generic, but it works. It works for these guys. You get some nice silver for right up here, purple for the helmet. So kind of a off silver for the mouth plate, red for the eyes. So not too shabby, I guess. So let's get him combined up with these guys. Oh, these guys. So we're going to plug plow in first. Get this kind of ready. Sometimes you have to auto transform these things for them to work properly. Okay, so there is one foot. Get roller in next, not the one that comes with Optimus. So plug. Oh, that's why it's not wanting to work. Plug that in. And there you have feet. So I'm going to raise up the camera real quick. Oh, a little bit too much. All right. So now we get on to this guy. I'm just going to auto transform him. Plug this on. And then kind of straighten him out a little bit. There we go. Then plug in conveyor drone. I like that name that someone in the comments gave it. You know who you are. Sorry, I forgot to look it up. But there's that. And if you wanted to, you could always just, plug this guy back on as the chest minion. I don't care to do that. So I'm going to plug this together and get him, back in drill mode. Come on. Drill mode, thank you. And plug him somewhere. About right up here. There we go. And there we have Sledge in his combined mode. And this is actually the first time I've done this. And it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty decent. So, not too shabby. And you pretty much get the same articulation as you did in, robot mode. You just lose the elbow joint, but you get the full 360 at the arms. And get in and out. Should get it in and out. Only about that far, though. Legs, you get the full forward, back, in, out, 90 degree of knee bend. You actually get a swivel now, and all that. So, but for the final real quick size comparison, here we have some steamed hams. So, you get, looks pretty good. And here we have Heavy Tread. So, not too bad. I still think Heavy Tread would win this battle, hands down. So, yeah. Overall, the Sledge is actually a pretty decent one. He's, I don't know. He's a mixed bag for me. And that was mainly PCC as well. They were mixed bags, some that were really well, like Heavy Tread was really well done. But then you got others that were like, what happened? So, but honestly, Sledge is definitely more that middle ground. He's not what's happened, but he's not the best, like overall torso or anything of the sort. Just kind of the thighs, proportion-wise, the thighs seemed a little bit too long, and all that, and all the joints in here just kind of get in the way of each other and make it a little bit more difficult to make him look even if you're one of those people. I'm one of those people. But as a toy, he's definitely fun if you're not planning on combining him like this. But I think that's about it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the fun stuff, and stay tuned for more video reviews.